Alright, we're back for day 2, and I want to check my loot filter real quick. We have the staves down here. Everything's hidden. The boots are showing because we do want boots. Probably want the fire res boots, right? Let's get a better loot filter. Oh, did I have this disabled? It's very strange. Alright, I'm going to close that and stumbling over my own words. Let's clean up our loot filter. We don't really care about added damage, but like crit, melee attack speed, melee damage is technically helpful. Can I just like turn these things off? Like flat, I have so much flat. I'm gonna put a separate, okay, you know what? Here, we're gonna do this for now. I'm actually gonna make a separate rule. I know what I'm gonna do. Let's take off physical damage because we don't care about that. Yeah, I'm gonna do something a tiny bit weird. Our damage is split between cold and physical. We could just get cold damage, cold penetration, because so much of it is cold right now, and not as much of our damage is physical damage. Let's go crit multi, crit chance, add that stuff in there. I'm going to put stun chance in there as well, because I want to filter for as many affixes in the weapon as possible. Health looks fine, block, no, res. We can put endurance in there too, be nice and tanky. We do want the cleanse, dodge, no. I don't think we're going to use maelstroms. We probably don't need dodge in here either. Health recovery, I don't care about that. Ward stun avoidance, no. Crit avoidance, I do want some crit avoid in there. 1, 2, 3. We have a ton of leech already. It might be nice to have a little bit of mana regeneration. Let's filter for that too. Bleed, no. Chill, yes. Shock, probably don't care about, even though it technically helps with stun. Slow, armor shred, frailty on melee hit. Those things all look fine. I'm actually not sure what my last skill is going to be, but we'll figure that out. And then let's look for like upheaval, maybe war cry, maybe like +1 level to war cry would be fine. Anything with the word melee. I don't think there's much melee stuff in here, is there? Minion, wild transform, shared is fine, upheaval. And then let's also look for links, because it has like some crit chance, crit multi stuff on it. And maybe, it's only boar duration. Boar effect would be good, but that's only on idols. What about maybe shark? Shark might be interesting for us. I'll put it on there, even though I'm not in love with it. So let's do that. And then let's do 2, 4, 4, 2, and 3, 3. And I think I'm gonna copy this rule one more time. And let's do like, maybe not. Because I want something that shows like a whole bunch of weapons. But if we just show every bladed staff, like eventually we'll be fine, right? We don't really care about the flat damage that much, because so much of our flat damage comes from the skill itself, right? So let's go ahead and start doing monolith number 2 in our hardcore character here. Let's go, dude. You don't see the video? It's not done processing yet, dude. It's a 3.5-hour video on YouTube and it's not even done processing. Unbelievable. Listen, man, I know what I'm into. And today it's melee. Oftentimes it's not melee. Today it's melee. I've been enjoying playing some melee and Slormancer as well. Just going on and bonk things. I spend so much of my time not bonking things. And like I used to play Sunder all the time. I think I played Sunder more than I played any other skill in Path of Exile. Obviously, this was a long time ago when Sunder was like good and stuff, but you know what I mean. Maybe some vitality plus hybrid life boots. Maybe that could be good for us. Let's get out of here. I was a Sunder boy. Oh my god, I was a Sunder boy. I played so much Sunder. Boop. He was a Sunder boy. He said, tear my... I don't know where I'm going with that. Alright. Yeah, I played a bit. Put a hot bit of Sunder. Interested in aspect of the boar effect on our idols. As much health as we can get. I think... So I definitely want to use a companion because I want access to... What do you call it? Aspect of the links. I think the right answer for that is the crit that we get from... What's it named? Spriggan form? Yes, the crit that we get from Spriggan Pet. That's the one, dude. Let's go. We have so many glyphs of despair. Kinda like that. Chat, what skill do you think you played more than anything else in Last Debug? Played Lightning Blast. Lightning Blast feels so good. I didn't even realize that Lightning Blast was so lackluster for AoE these days. Apparently it's really only a single target skill at this point. I had no idea. There's an armor shred going on. Lightning Blast is a lot of AoE. I don't think it's about dealing the AoE. I think it's about... I don't think it's about having the AoE. I think it's about having the damage for it as well. Let me go over here real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Level 52. Good, good, good. Alright. Played a lot of Warpath. I mean, technically, there's a bunch of different ways to play Warpath. Maybe I should play Warpath at some point. By play Warpath, I mean play more Warpath than I have right now. I want these points over here, right? Let's grab those. Rare enemies do stuff. High health. High health deal increased damage. Maybe that's okay. Let's do that. How does Lightning Blast damage feel for AoE? Sounds like you might have played more Lightning Blast than I have. Yeah, so we can get haste on hit from our mastery. Then we get frenzy from frenzy totem. I don't think we need maelstrom. Wild, dude. Wild. Are you not using static orb at all then? Wow, wild. Kelvara, welcome back. Oh, I was slurming on Discord. It's like farm it up. I want to like fix that build, make it better. The access to difficult content in Slurmancer really does feel good, doesn't it? Can we vendor like all of these garbage items? I don't think we're gonna use this thing at all. What is this? Necrotic damage, void damage, dodge rating stuff. What's the like best implicit I have? Cast speed at 2 minutes. The necrotic's like already pretty good. Yes. Maybe we grab some of these gloves. Now that we can actually use them. Maybe. Let's go on rage. I stream on Discord. Literally never have, but I was earlier today. Literally, nope. I feel like I'm testing up my damage against this guy. God bless the stuns. Look at that incredible use of mana. Holy moly, dude. In-game guide. What determines bleed damage? What determines it? If you type in bleed in the in-game guide, it'll tell you that there's a flat amount of damage. Bleed is not related to your hit damage at all. Not by damage type and not by damage number. The generic more multipliers of the skill that applies it matter. Nothing else matters. In-game guy was bugging out. I'm glad that I can help them. Thank goodness. Wrath 8 Forge. That's huge. Holy shit. How are you getting so much shield on your character there? Let's keep working on this character. What do we got? Let's get some cooldown recovery speed. We already have this. We can get a better heal. I want this haste and mana efficiency stuff down here. We can get better AoE. I think the frenzy buff is really important for us. We're going to put 4 points there, and then we have 1 more point to go somewhere else. This thing doesn't matter too much unless it's procced. What was further? This double penetration seems quite good. Don't quote me on that. But that seems nice to deal with the fact that we have some split damage type. Spoil the build? Not right now because I'm not paying attention. I finally worked my way over to Temple 50, which is like this cool boss guy, but I died at the trap damage because Warpath. Well, can't stand on top of him. So the tether buffs apply while I'm tethered, but the frenzy buff only applies if I'm in the circle, right? Are you just swapping something else? Maybe I should do that. $53. Can I go up here? Damn. Sometimes you can. If you're a werebear, you can jump up there. I need some more melee crit affixes so I can continue crafting on this current weapon. Or we can just have our Spriggan pet. Either or, either one. Oh. I have 13 fire res. I hate that this guy has no turn speed. He just like instantly locks onto you. Alright, there we go. Poison res? I guess I have no poison res, huh? Click. By no, I mean 60. Just kidding. By none, what I really mean is a bunch. Glancing blows are kind of annoying, but we're gonna do it anyways. When you said the tank spec, do you mean of the knight? That guy? Defense is boring. We need more damage in this game. Hey, Karg, what's going on? Welcome. Oh, weird. I don't have any cleanse yet, do I? Oh, those two are the bosses. Interesting. Let's get out of here. Click. Come here from YouTube. Hey, nice to have you here watching one live. We don't need that at all. Unfortunate. I've got my 3-hour video going up on YouTube soon. Hopefully that thing can finally be processed. Want to do a SSF hardcore melee run to empowered. And I don't want to do a whole bunch of these unless people want to see them, I guess. But the intent is, if people ask in the future, I just have like something to refer them to. I want something to refer them to. Bump, bump, bump. Endurance. Oh wait, there's another one. Bizres. I mean, Exalted Endurance Threshold's like, doesn't do much. Remember, chat, Endurance Threshold is just a scam invented by Big Mom to keep you down. You don't want any of your gear. It's technically okay. But like, anything else is better. Lightning guys are kind of annoying. There we go. Hey, Paper Rose, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Let's get out of here. Keep going. So we are a few points away yet. Is it 10 points? How many points do we need? We need 15 points there. Oh, unfortunate. Is there a Casty Boy? Casty Boy. Nice. Your poison bow build from a few days ago is a bunk. What's the best way to farm gold? Do monoliths at high corruption. I think that's about it, right? There's a blessing for gold find, but I think this is one of those, like, what's the best way of farming gold? Netflix. Or Twitch. Or something that just takes your mind off the game for an hour. While you farm, you know, 100, 200, 300 corruption. Arena? Arena... None of the arenas are good for anything, in my opinion. They're good for fun, I suppose, but like they don't do anything. Yeah, I would really recommend monoliths. I might start numlocking my war cry. I don't even know where gold comes from. I just know that the day after I get to empowered, you have like 1 million. Yep. Blue Gidra, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Jump. So we're probably not gonna have any shred in this build, huh? Like armor shred, most definitely. But like cold shred, fizz res, I don't think so. We're gonna use those blessings to be as tanky as possible. And then we'll get our penetration from the shaman tree, I think. Ooh, what is this? From the shaman tree, I think. And then from like upheaval itself. Got like 20 penetration per point. Did my first Temporal Sanctum key. Exalted Elirez. Sweet. Is it worth doing Lightless Arbor if you don't do the vault? I don't think so. If you want the boss unique, remember like the boss has specific unique items to drop, like that could be fine. Like otherwise, I would say no. So I don't like this thing because I like dying instead. We could go critical strike chance, I suppose. I'm just gonna go strength. I think. Maybe tanky, dude. So I guess we'll fix up the rest of this later. Can I craft it right now? I can. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'll do this. This looks good. Yeah, Temporal Sanctum, on the other hand, is great. If you want to skip the boss and just farm the zone itself, Temporal Sanctum is the place you want to be. It is quite good for that. Especially if the very first entrance has something that you're interested in. I like farming the second floor. I feel like a lot of exalted items drop there. If you're in hardcore, maybe you can get away with like farming Julra or like farming Temporal Sanctum 3. But realistically, you'd like to be doing Temporal Sanctum 4. Pretty low life values, isn't it? Just a trash mob? Yep. If that's the kind of thing you're interested in, like what you mentioned with Lightless Arbor, I don't think Lightless Arbor is worth farming at all. But Temporal Sanctum, absolutely. With regards to that question that you asked. Oop. Let's get it here. Try to min-max your Bowmage build. And you need T7 deck spaces. Yeah. Sounds like you'd be in the mood for... Let's go here. Sounds like you'd be in the mood for farming tier 4 Julra and just like full clearing the second floor. You know what I mean? Hey, Vorlon, what's going on? The rogue stuff last week. Yeah, that's up on YouTube. I think exclamation point YouTube has a direct link to it. Like this. That Forbidden Shurikens rogue build. What's up there? Talking about the bug, talking about my build, talking about the race a little bit. I'm still leveling. My damage is only okay. Okay. Sylvan Terror. What up, dog? It's a little boring not having my 5th skill, but I didn't decide until too late about what it was going to be. This thing looks okay. 35-27, that could be fine. High speed and crit. Sure, we can do this too. I need some void res, don't I? Is tier 4 Julra easy with bow mage? It's kind of like don't get hit, but you have the damage for it. Just remember you can't dodge the one shot. And a lot of her damage is damage over time, which gets past all of your defenses. So you're kind of playing the don't get hit game. But you got good damage, so it should be just fine. You're at 100 dex? Goddamn. That's pretty good. Crit multi, bow attack speed. How's your mana situation? Do you have LP on your items yet? LP Rain of Winter, LP Arrow Guard, LP Morning Frost. Do you have your Throne of Ambition? Get some sweet armor going on. How are your blessings? Are those nice? Wicked, what's going on? Welcome back. I am spec'ing the Fury Leap right now, okay? So technically, if I want more damage, I can just like jump around. I might put a point in those shockwaves. They seem fine, right? I know they don't shotgun though. But like, just for like some extra clear, maybe the shockwave stuff is good. 1 or 2 points over there. There we go. Do 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 do. Let's get more of this. Cooldown recovery speed. I wonder We're not gonna spec Spriggan for him, are we? Like, we could, I guess, but I don't think we're going to. Maybe Thorn Totem. Like, I know my 3 skills here. Skills 4 and 5, I'm not totally sure what I want to do. Like, maybe Thorn Totem, chance on melee hit for Armor Shred. Maybe Leap Slam. I mean, we're gonna have Summon Spriggan, right? We need to have a companion. So I guess what's our 5th skill gonna be? Is it Fury Leap? Thorn Totem? Or... I don't know. What else could it be? Knoxville, what's going on? Totem Explosion? No, not planning on doing that. I'm planning on it. I want to be a melee build. Let's go with this, just in case we need it. Health and damage. Let's go this way. Hey, Patchy Mask, what's going on? Really enjoying the poison, Spriggan poison vines with the scorpions and the vines. They kill the performance a lot. Yes. Yeah, they sure do. Next patch is supposed to be a performance patch as well as the multiplayer stuff. So, we shall see whether that actually happens, right? I kind of want some plus levels on Warcry. I've already added that to my loot filter. Plus 2 or 3 levels feels like I have good uses for that. Hey Patchy, thanks for the follow as well. Should I put in the title of the stream that we're playing hardcore solo? I always forget about that. I guess that's relevant information, isn't it? We are playing hardcore solo. Same character as yesterday. We did about 3.5 hours on this character yesterday, and today we're gonna keep going. That is a lot of projectiles. I don't like how slow the cast speed is for my Frenzy Totem. I want to like summon that thing a little bit faster. Ember Mages? Yup. Does bow cold damage matter? Only the spell. I mean, like, you have some bow damage. But you'd rather just scale things like Armor Shred, Crit Multi, Dexterity. Gotta get that elitism viewer boost. Is that a thing? Chad, are you more likely to tune in if I've got hardcore in the title of the stream? Does that make me the elitist, or does that make you the elitist? Exclamation point builds? Not quite. All my stuff is on YouTube if you want to check it out. I got some playlists there as well. It's more exciting if someone can die. If that's not like a life affirmation, I don't know what is. I've got that joie de vivre. I've got that je ne sais quoi. I've got that thrill of what if I get run over today? No, Truck-kun! What are you doing? I don't think attunement helps us too much, but I might wear that helmet anyways. It's got stats, baby. Oh, it does scale off attunement. Neat. Man, things that scale off of strength attunement? Busted. Do you think we'll ever see a skill that scales off of everything? The rainbow skill. There'll be an item skill? I wouldn't mind it. The master of all way, the master of the 5 paths. Sure. Does the spell or bow cold damage matter from the rain of winter? Does the spell or the cold damage? I mean, you want the spell damage, right? Hey, Beerius, what's going on? Jack of all trades. Word. Let's grab these nodes. Mana efficiency haste duration. Haste granted less. I think I want the frenzy over here. I think I want the frenzy literally because it helps me cast the frenzy totem faster, which sounds dumb, I know, and also I want it. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Like I really want these nodes, right? Shoot. I actually want levels on Warcry, don't I? That is wild. Hits an enemy as a shockwave, melee physical thing, cannot shotgun. So like, should I put one node here? I feel like I should. I'm gonna put one node there and see what happens. Does cast speed scale Warcry? Yes! Yes! Cast speed does scale Warcry. You can tell because it says spell on it. And also because we've done the investigation for it, so yes. Man, having 1 point in the shockwave, that actually does feel pretty good. It's like a tiny bit of extra for clear, huh? Probably not going to max out that node, but just having one little node there feels pretty okay. Dark Quiver scaling up cast speed. What the country? $21 Void Res. Shoot. You kidding me? Farm Hayrod for the helm? Oh my god. Yeah. Technically. Can I get Void Res anywhere, chat? Can I spin this thing? There's Poison Res on it. These gloves are pretty bad, right? I also don't need Necrotic right now. Is there anything else I can use instead? I don't have other gloves. Yes. I could get cast speed gloves. They have crit avoid on them. I mean, listen, man. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Yes, take care.
Can't have a plan if you won't follow through. I mean, it's got life on it. Listen, if it rolls +4 to Warcry, it's pretty good. It's been a few years since I watched Dr. Horrible's sing-along vlog. And chat, I miss it.
Greetings.
Yeah, the item would not have been on my radar. Huh. Like, there's a lot of nodes that I'd be happy to get in Warcry. Warcry is one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like Shift, or like Sigils, or maybe even like +1 to Reaper Form, where it's like, you don't really think about like, you know, Reaper Form, Sigils, Shift as being like the skills you really want +1 on. But if you can seal +1, or like get like +2 or +3 on an item, like that's better than 50% increased damage.
Yes.
There's some cool stuff going on in those skills. Oh, Calvari, I actually have that covered already. You see I've got my streamer mode turned on, so we should be good to go. Is that the same streamer mode that makes me get second place in my own tournament? Yes. Listen, if I won my own tournament, that kind of makes it feel elitist, doesn't it? Where it's like, I'm better than all the viewers. But if somebody else wins and I only get second place, you know what that says to people? That says, yeah, Perry's good. But what if next time I'm the one who's in first place, beating up Mr. Streamer? It gives you something to aim for. It's good. Listen, I only had one 4 LP item. What do you want from me? I'm not magic, dude. I'm just a simple human. Bonk, 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 bonk. Let's get out of here. Let's go here next. You tricked a friend into downloading Risk of Rain 2? What, do you like tell them, oh, Gunfire Reborn's not loading for me. Oh no, I guess I can't play Gunfire Reborn with you. You know what is working for me though? My Twitch Prime account. This is a great time to remind you that on this stream here. Wait, it's October! Wait! September is over. Alright, just kidding. This stream is not brought to you by anything. Chat, for the low, low price of 1 Twitch Prime sub, you could sponsor this stream for the rest of the day. It's true. Totally true. Completely true. Wow, that one node in an upheaval. That little 12% chance to get a little boom boom. That feels really good. Weird. I like a boom boom. I'll take one boom boom, please. Looks like old Sunder. Wait, what does new Sunder look like? What kind of scam are they running these days? Garbage? Wow, really? That's wild. Did they do Sunder dirty? I guess Sunder's a melee skill, so yeah, they probably did. I guess I use mana regen pretty well, huh? All these skills. I want to keep up these buffs if I can. Get out of here. Let's see. This thing's 64. We're a few more points away from what we want. Yankovic, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Okay. I didn't keep track of what time we started today. Oh well. You stop.
My shadow will cover this world.
Sir? Sir. Chad, are you a clockwise gamer or a counterclockwise gamer? What do you like doing?
Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in
Yikes. Hey Panga, welcome, welcome. Ouch.
This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world is real. Do you deny it?
I should probably just war cry that instead. I think it'd be a bit safer. Not like less than 1,000 life. Like I'm tanky, kind of. This boss isn't too scary. That's 63 Void Res. I've got the Berserk nodes for flat damage, but I didn't get the Berserk nodes for attack speed yet. The music's kind of epic. Conveniently, my least favorite kind of music. I'm pretty sure I like country music more than I like epic music. Is that weird?
My vengeance will be paid in ash.
I'm pretty sure it's weird.
This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world burns. Do you deny it?
Not flurry. I mean, I like the detonating arrow version more. For a single target, flurry is going to deal more damage.
Cover this world.
But detonating arrow is really, really nice. Remember, on bow hit, you have a chance to use icicle. And detonating arrow hits 3 times per right click.
Do you think my defeat changes anything?
It hits 3 times per right click.
Already dead.
Crit chance or health? I'm just gonna go with this. And for Bazu using detonating arrow, probably fine. Don't stress the small stuff like that. So we can drop this thing and start using this instead. Has necrotic res on it. What else do we have? This one, pretty bad. Void penetration, 2-3 health, 34. So like, not this. This one. So like, they're all good, right? Let's try to use this if we can. Dodge rating, necrotic res. Oh, so like necrotic res. What if I do this? Garbage. And then this. Alright, well, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's really not fine. Let's go armor shred. We have no armor shred. What about this? Those are all pretty bad. What if I go here? Alright. At least I have those affixes now. That's nice. So we can do this. Actually, you know what? We kind of need poison res, don't we? Because there's going to be a bunch of poison monsters in this zone and in the storm. Let's keep it. Is there going to be able to build on this when we're done? Yes. Yes, there will be. Lightning res is okay. Oh, is that video done? Okay, my enormous 3.5 hour long video is done on YouTube. God bless. That's what Sunder looks like now? Oh, that was like Sunder post the Slam update, right? They made it like look more slammy instead of what my screen currently looks like. Yeah, so my screen really looks like old Sunder, doesn't it? Gotcha. I don't have Twitch VODs up right now for like DMCA purposes. And here's my rationale for that. I was getting pinged for DMCA things that weren't DMCA because the entire process is like automated garbage. And it's awful. If you know anything about like the DMCA music nonsense, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But you know what? I've actually never tried it for subs only. Let me try it for subs only and see if I still get pinged for stuff that isn't DMCA. I'll try it. I'll take a note of that. one of the things that I've used in the past for music is it's called Pretzel Rocks, and like even so Pretzel Rocks, like the entire point of Pretzel Rocks is like it's supposed to be DMCA free music, and like their entire catalog is based around that, and like Twitch was still telling me that I was getting pinged for it, and it's like, would you just stop? Would you please like be user friendly in some way? I can't wait to go through VODs to win an argument. Me neither. Just like old times. You know what? I'll take this. I gotta remind myself that I need these crafting materials. Does this thing do anything? Strength, elemental damage. I've never actually read that chest piece. Does it do anything other than turn you into a polar bear? Ellie res, elemental damage, strength. Okay, so it's garbage. Got it. Two rage on crit. I don't know if rage is gonna help me in this build, chat. Listen, if it had 4 LP, it'd be very good. I agree with you. It'd be busted with 4 LP. Can I put on Solarum Greaves yet? That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? $67 for those. Okay, got it. This is a bad day to have uncapped fire res, isn't it? Come on, dude. Are you kidding? Like, come on! Please stop. You wanted 2 LP Prism Wraps? Mate, that's like quite rare. I think I would farm the set unique body armor nodes on Flesh and Blood, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, whatever that place is called. Even getting a 1 LP is like pretty lucky. Yikes, dude. Fuck, that guy hurts so much. Number 1 least favorite monster in the whole game. This guy right here. Wait, what? Alright, well, whatever. I thought I was done. Did you say 4 LP would be okay too? Yeah, dude. You know the LP level for Prism Wraps is very high, right? It's like 80 or something? It might even be higher than that. I'm gonna put this over here. Have I ever seen? I've got like 3 of them, but I'm the exception, not the rule. Get out of here. 90? Yeah, it's really high. Getting an LP Prism Wraps is non-trivial, chat. Let's put some of these things away. I might actually use that ring, we'll see. Our helmet has stuff on it. Health, cooldown, recovery speed. This is fine. Do I really want cooldown, recovery speed? No? I'll take strength, that's fine. Neat. This is 50 armor, this is 64 for this thing. Go there next. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, at least in LP Twisted Heart, you just kill the boss over and over. It's like a bit more deterministic. I'd rather try to farm a boss unique with LP than a random item with LP. Yeah. I think that's the helmet we're going to use right there. Looks like a reasonable looking helmet. I mean, Twisted Heart really wants you to have a ton of leech. And one of the ways to get that is definitely Prism Wraps. Yeah. Do 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 do. Wait, why'd you put salt there? Jade, what's going on? Welcome back. Saying, wait, what? That's wait a minute. Jade, how you been? I'm making more sourdough, chat. My sourdough number 1 didn't really turn out well. But it turns out once you have a sourdough starter, you can basically make like 1 loaf a day. Or 2 loaves a day. Or 3 loaves a day. And it's about the same amount of effort. So I'm just gonna have infinite bread. Assuming that I can make it good. Bonk, 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 bonk. With non-Cold Bear Primalists? What are those big explosions? So we're basically playing Sunder right now. Yeah, those are my aftershocks. LP? Sag. Sularon's Step. That's interesting. Sularon's Stepperino, huh? Can I get a belt for the life of me? What about this? Alright, so we want melee crit, huh? Let's go over here, affixes, click here, and then go like... melee slayer. I want that. Let's get some extra flat crit on our weapon. Because we have... I guess we don't have a bunch of % increased damage. But like, I don't really want to get on the weapon, right? Because our damage is kind of like split between cold and... cold and fizz. So So I'd rather try to scale affixes like strength, melee damage, things like that. Things that kind of hit both sides of the cold and the physical damage. Things like Aspect of the Lynx effects, Aspect of the Shark effects. Those would help us as well. It's your friend and mine, chat. This fucking thing. Holy shit. Can I kill this thing? I hate it. I hate this thing so much, chat. Good God, I hate that thing. It's so... it has no turn speed to it. So it just, like, instantly locks onto you. Puts down this, like, huge fire dot on the ground. It ignites you, too. God damn it, man. It's such a stupid monster. Ugh. And we're playing in hardcore, so, like, it's not worth it. It's not worth trying to duke it out with that idiot. Rather just, like, portal out for 30 seconds. Get some loading screens. And then we're killing monsters, right? As long as we're killing monsters, we're doing fine. We're one skill point away, huh? We're getting our Spriggan friend. Oh, I'll take this. So let's go here. We got it? Okay, so we go there and then this, and then melee critsies. Okay, so that's 7 melee crit. So 7 plus 5 is 12 base crit now. So we have 14 base critical strike chance. Do I have a planner for this? Nope. Nope, I do not. I actually haven't seen a planner for this. Like, I know that upheaval is going to be fine. Like, it's just like a melee skill that has some more multis on it. You know, Frenzy Totem's good, Aspect of the Lynx, Aspect of the Shark, Aspect of the Boar. Like, those are all good things. I'm sure the build's going to be good. But I haven't seen a planner for it. I actually looked one up today, too. Before the stream started, I was wondering, like, you know, is there any documentation out there? Some reference material? Is there anything that I'm missing? Oh, fuck. Is there anything that I'm missing? Now, I didn't see a planner. So, we're kind of winging it. Is Static Orb good? Yes, Static Orb's great. Static Orb goes bonk. The Orbit Static Orb is not very good. But if you want to do the dot thing, or the crit thing, or even the frostbite thing, those are all quite good. I have 11 of these. Get rid of this. We don't want endurance threshold. Poison Rose dexterity stuff, no. Attunement's vitality, maybe. There was... This thing's like not bad. I might end up using this, we'll see. Is there any experience? High health, take less. Sure, this is fine. You want the longest yellow numbers. The longest? Why you gotta say it like that, dude? The longest numbers? Yo, a bladed staff. That is a long staff right there. You want the biggest crits, huh? Let's turn off quarter staves. Man, EQ Bear is so boring. This dude wants long crits. You think he also wants a long nap in between those crits? Oh, come on, man. What about spell EQ? I'll give you two thoughts for big crits off the top of my head, okay? Thought number one is spell EQ, because personally I don't like EQ. I don't like EQ Bear. Like, only dealing damage once every 5 seconds is kind of boring to me. Like, I get it. It's a very strong build. I'm just bored. If you like big yellow numbers, what about some shadow daggies? Have you played any Shadow Dagger builds? Shadow Dagger is some kind of blade dancer. So Shadow Daggers have 450% effectiveness of added damage. And they always crit. And they scale off of flat melee damage and flat throwing damage. And assuming that you want big numbers, the damage bonus that Morning Frost gives to you, the boots, applies twice. Which is why Shadow Daggers and Morning Frost are so busted together. So it sounds like that might be something that you're interested in. Big numbers. Sorry, no, I misspoke. Long numbers. Let's go. It's not really worth it. So I need like another level up, huh? There's experience over here. Let's grab it. Like, I could give you, like, Erasing Strike. And I've seen some really big crits out of Erasing Strike. But, like, you gotta type in the entire Konami code. You know, like, you gotta hit twice with Void Cleave, hit Volatile Reversal. I don't know. There's, like, a whole convoluted thing. That's something that Dread was working on. Also, one-shotty builds, like Erasing Strike, aren't meta in Last Epoch for a reason. It's because they run up against boss damage reduction, which is like kinda monk-ass. The TLDR of boss damage reduction. I think if you type in !DR, there's a thing for it. But Shadow Daggers, they're not like a bonky build, they're just like nuts. They're not bonky, they're not one-shotty, they're just kind of insane. Is it boss D? It might be boss DR. Can you try that, Jade? I've got too many chat commands. Boss DR? God damn it. Oh, is the bot dead? Hold up. Well, help's never been. Oh, I got you. Hold on. Let me fix it for you. My bot started doing this thing where it like logs out after every session. I'm still not used to it. Even though it's been like a month at this point. The bot's dead. I'm all out of bots. I'm so lost. This guy's got the damage reduction? Okay, he's dead. No, they want a crit number though. Consuming ailments on an enemy doesn't crit, because it's still damage over time, it's just happening all at once. Is that it? There we go. Exclamation point DR, it's up on the screen. $13 crit avoid. Sure would be cool if I had more than that. There's necrotic stuff. Like, the necrotic's so bad. Can I get something else? Doggers? More cold res? Finally, just what I wanted. Go here. Oh, you know what else you might like? For bonky numbers? Oh, I should have thought of this sooner. You want bonk in your life, don't you? What about Cinder Bonk? What about Decoy Bonk? I actually like that recommendation a lot. But I think about the food from today, I liked it. I think I liked it. Was I not supposed to, or what? You heard about that? Coat him with Cinder and then Decoy? This is basically the the oil coating buff applies to you, actually. If you type in exclamation point 13, now that the bot's back alive, one of my builds that I highlight in that 13 video is the Decoy Bomber. And if you want to make it even bigger, once again, you can go the Morning Frost route. For some reason, Decoy Totem in this game has like 650% effectiveness Veta damage. I don't know why. Okay, so we go like one more point here. Go like this. Sprigs. Sprigs. Let me go like this. Where is it? So we had 14. And then it's plus 8, isn't it? So is that 22, Chad? Her skill is 27, though. Her skill costs 27 mana. Wait, does that mean with 300 base, if with 300% increased crit, we're like crit capped? Does that mean I'm crit capped right now? With my buff sub? That is a busted skill. Alright, and then we have 85 crit avoidance. Good. This is fine. Was that the Spriggan skill? Which one? The big green circle? Yes. Yeah, that's what she does. Spell adaptive. Let's go get her some defense. We're gonna go with the AoE nodes in the top. Of what? The top. Of upheaval? Those nodes? There's no way you're talking about that, are you? Those no that it says mana cost plus 16. No. I'm not gonna take the skill that raises my mana cost from 4 to 20. I put a lot of thought into that. Really stewed over it for a while, yeah? And I've determined that I don't want to run out of mana after using my skill 3 times. I'm good. Man, we really need a good belt. My belt has 16 void res. My bad. 12 void res. Somehow worse than I thought it was. Here we go. We're playing a Beastmaster. We are playing a Beastmaster. Alright, all the points for girlfriend now. I just need to go into her tankiness. She is an Orabot. We'll grab the nodes for like more minion health as well. Uh, 2.5 levels until a new chess piece. Yikes. Good lord, man. Those things have some flipping range on them. Like, could you not hit me from 2 screens away? I feel like a minion in PoE. Good god. Alright. We're good? Does the game hear me? I feel like every single echo has had a Covenant of Dominion in it. Could I change a pace? Could I fight some diamond matrons or something, please? Could I swap my nightmare for somebody else's? There we go. Go to Act 9? Yeah. Give me like 40 levels and we'll go there. Like this and this. Physical damage 2021, no. Frailty Void Rest. Like, what if I do this? Then it's like, okay, right? So we lost some mana regeneration. So I can go like multiplier? I guess Warcry? I can go like crit multi. I kind of want mana regeneration as well. There's none. Is there anything else that we want here instead? Probably strength. Probably just strength. I've only got 2 of these, but sure. Sure. Cool. All right, I'll take this thing. It ain't great, but it'll do for now. Yeah, all the most dangerous enemies in one spot. Do we really need that? Ooh. The lighting elementals need nerf. They just need not so much AoE. They don't need like a huge nerf. They just need to, you know, not do that. That's Should you stay as high? Wait. Should I push as high as I can in echoes? Like above your level and just stay in your level? I'm gonna answer a different question instead, because I think it's gonna make sense to you more. If you're not in empowered monoliths, your #1 goal is to get to empowered monoliths. So for me, when I'm clearing my my like level 90 echoes, when I'm finally walking into empowered monos, which are level 100 content, my character tends to be 74, maybe level 75. That's it. When I'm walking into my level 90 monoliths, my character is going to be like, I don't know, level 65 or so. That's normal. That is not a weird thing. You level 62, you feel over leveled? I mean, you might be. I don't know. What content are you doing? Oh, you know what you did? Can I guess? Let me guess what you did, okay? Did you go all the way through chapter 9 and then start doing your level 1 monolith? Or like the very first monolith? Am I right? Is that what you did? As you should. What Gav is trying to say is that as a new player, it's nice to experience the entire campaign because it's fun and stuff. Yes, you are overleveled. You are strong. You should have no problems. Where is this Wingari Shaman? The buff that Wingari Shamans cast on their allies is allies take 90% less damage. Sweet. What a cool and interesting enemy mechanic. 70? Listen, it feels like 100, so get these monsters out of here. Let's go with this. We got plenty of void res. Let's go here. I wouldn't say it's wrong, but that is the cause for what you're feeling right now. So if I were you, I would just power through the normal monoliths. Just work your way up, do those 3 level 90s, and then get into empowered. To me, empowered monoliths is where the game really opens up. Like, your character is nice and strong. Your gear is kind of garbage. But, it's like now, the question is, what do you want to farm? Like, your character's popping off, stuff's feeling good. Now, what would you like to farm? I treat normal monoliths the same way that I treat the campaign. It's like I'm just going from point A to point B. Nothing really interesting happening. I'm not really going to diverge for any reason. That's all I want. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Hey, shrimp, welcome. What's going on? What level do I normally start? I guess that was actually in the video from yesterday. So if you want to see like what the end of a normal playthrough looks like for the campaign, we just did that yesterday. I don't finish chapter 7, and I don't do chapter 8 or chapter 9. And my character tends to be level 41, 42, 43, somewhere around there. I need these points down here for the attack speed. I kind of want this mana efficiency too, because it's quite good. Oh, attunement is mana efficiency. Oh, interesting. I've got 1 point here. I think that's fine. This is nonsense. This is garbage. This is crit multi. I guess crit multi is good. Earth shattering? Something something? No. What's this thing? You gain armor per attunement, endurance to... How much attunement do I have? 17? That's kind of cute, isn't it? But like, I'd rather have damage. So... get damage instead. Fury Leap's gotta go, right? Fury Leap's like not really helping us. What are we specking instead? Ice Thorns. I don't want this thing. Okay, probably not Ice Thorns. You can't find a better sword than your level 15 sword. So you can gamble at the Gambler. Even though I hate it, you can. The Gambler will allow you to find items that have a level requirement of less than 40. So if an item requires level 41 to be worn, you cannot gamble it from the Gambler. But like, I don't know, maybe there's a level 35 sword that has more base damage on it, or maybe it has a better implicit. That could benefit you. Why not Doggo? Why do I want Doggo? I want Solo Companion. I want Solo Companion so that she actually stays alive. It's called Dreamthorn? Just kidding, Dreamthorn's OP. OP. I don't know what build you're playing, but Dreamthorn is quite a good weapon. Super reasonable. For a very long time. You want to use Doggo instead of capping our crit and getting crit avoid? I mean, we're gonna stick with Fury Leaf for the time being. Technically, it's useful. Gives attack speed or something. And amount of mana. Man. Now maybe I do want Attunement. Attunement gets mana efficiency, huh? It gives % damage on upheaval and then a mana efficiency on Warcry. Or I could just level up whenever I'm having mana problems. And solve all my problems. Worth having one building flush out. Kill tier 4 dungeons so you can use it to farm up items for any other build. Mythica, I think that'd be a great choice for like the beginning of 0.9. But like right now, I wouldn't worry about that. Companion size, companion damage, +1. More companion health. There we go. I want that. Drops based on class. Exclamation point item affinity. We got chat commands for everything. Got so many chat commands. Come on. There we go. Oh shit, an in-game guide. Yes. Believe it or not, man, Jay was so right about that. Jay told us we should just name the episode, like, just press G. So, well, apparently that was the right thing to name the podcast episode. The in-game guide is quite good, Chad. It is a good in-game guide. Alright. Fuck. There's a couple things that aren't explained in the in-game guide. But, yeah, there's plenty of good stuff there. Strength, Vitality, Mana Regeneration, Crit Avoid, Fizz Res. Doesn't have Necrotic, and I can't use that yet. But, like, it's a nice helmet. Attunement, Poison. Only 16 on the base, though. Maybe we can use this? Like, what if I spin this to, like, health? Where do I get Crit Avoid from? I don't want this helmet. This helmet sucks. Wheel? Shoot.
Yes.
What was I gonna do? Can I just do something? Isn't there Crit Avoid somewhere? Oh, I guess we're gonna shatter this thing. Kind of nice. It's fine. We have way too much Void Res though. We gotta get rid of that. Yeah, you can go like one of this. If you haven't seen LP items before, if the word legendary doesn't mean anything to you, take a look at that link that I just put there in chat. Legendary items are sweet. Getting to use a Dreamthorn in your endgame build, for example, is really cool. Because it's not that hard to get with LP on it. Oh, shit. Yeah. We got a girlfriend. Forgot about that. I would really like plus levels of upheaval as well. Like plus levels could give us crit multi, or it could give us more chance of shockwaves. I kind of like those shockwaves. They look good. They feel good too. Do I have any tea left? How many? I have 5 Glyph of Despair. Neat. Let's go here next. I'm looking for anything with Aspect of the Boar on it. Aspect of the Boar, life, resistance. That's about it. That's all my idols are gonna be. As you can tell, it was very beneficial for us to get all of our idol slots before entering monoliths. Or else I wouldn't have this nonsense over here. Is there a good guide for Rune of Ascendance? They seem rare, you don't want to waste them. There's not really a guide for them. There's some things based on like rarity. So like the relative rarity of each of the items you're trying to get. So like trying to get a Ravenous Void, for example, is going to be quite rare. Remember, they can go unique and they can go set. Remember, the uniques can have LP on them. I don't need a sword or anything, do we? I don't know what my cat just knocked over. But I think it was no big deal. There we go. I mean, is there anything you're looking for? It doesn't care about whether you're using like an Imperial Staff or a Quarter Staff or a Bladed Staff. As long as you put in a staff, it'll give you some kind of staff. You know what I mean? So like, the big base type matters, like the specific base type does not matter. Remember, it also cannot give boss drops, in case that matters to you. Hey, look, the Diamond Matrons I was looking for. We have not fought a Diamond Matron yet. It says poison res on it. Basically useless. Let's go. Really? this thing out here. I'll use this for now, I guess. Link's duration? Like, at least these things do something, right? So our low-level Imperial Staff. Okay, so there's nothing else we can use here, right? Gonna ditch that, I think. Let's go Endurance next. Yeah. Jade has a better lexicon than I do. Item class is important. The specific item base is not important. But like, there's a couple good observations about Rune of Ascendance, right? Like, there's not that many set unique daggers. So if you wanted to get a like a Smoke Weaver, for example, because you're playing some kind of Blade Dancer build, it's relatively easy to get. If you've got nothing good to use them on, you could always try to get a Bastion of Honor. You could always try to get an Aurora's Time Glass. Those are pretty generically strong items. They're quite nice to have sitting around. I guess we don't really need that crit avoid, do we? Oh shit, that was a boss. I just walked right past him. Whoops. Hold up. We're going back. Where was he? Totally just walked right past that guy. God, getting chilled and slowed is so rough. Wait. Where'd my boots go? There. I was gonna say, we have no movement speed all of a sudden. I guess I right-clicked. Oh shit. Whoa, fuck! You saw what happened, right? Oh my god. The actual most dangerous monster in the game. Whew! Kinda forgot he existed. Scalebane Bodyguard. Man, that guy is dangerous. He almost only shows up here, by the way. I don't... Is there even another monolith where he shows up? This might be the only place. God, what a stupid monster. He's got a point and click stun. He just like walks up to you and you stop moving. Is he also in one of the monos that nobody ever goes to? Noted. There's two of them. Holy fuck, dude. What a tilter. You good? Is he dead? You keep your secrets. See ya. It's only Storm in the storyline? God. What a guy. That's more hybrid life, which is nice. We don't need any of the void res from these, so I think I want the endurance instead. Are we still selling endurance gloves? Ma'am? No? Good. Didn't want them anyways. So we're crit capped. Let's go over here. Yeah, thanks for linking that. Just remember, they nerfed every ability he has. Just remember! Exclamation point Nair. Never forget. Poor Nair. Just getting one shot over and over. Chad, have you been feeling down in the dumps? Maybe your hardcore character died recently? Take a look at exclamation point Nair. N-A-Y-R-E. It'll bring you some good solidarity. PowyX, welcome. What's going on? Is an internet connection required? So, it's going to be an online game. There's going to be an offline client. Currently, it's an offline client. That's what everybody plays on. You need to use the authentication portal on the offline client. But if my internet went down right now and the stream died, I could still play. Because as soon as you get past the authentication, all of the game files are on your computer. So yeah, you can keep playing. This is quite good. It's kind of better than the one that I was going to use. Let's go like this. Perfect. Let's put this thing in. Let's go up dog. So it's +2 to upheaval, and we get like some flat life to go along with it. Sweet. So we put a point here, and then we also get more penetration. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's go here. And then we don't have much haste. It'd be nice if we had some haste. Companion size, companion stuff. Attack speed. I think I want the attack speed and then like the health leech on crit. Those nodes are pretty good. And level 74 for that. We're good to go for the boss. The boss is gonna have crit chance, but I don't think that's a big deal. We're 130 right now. Fine. Testing all the imbued color effects. Good choice. I'm kind of excited that we might use that stupid Warcry helmet. Never thought that would be something I do. Shadow is poggers? I don't think I've ever turned that thing on. Hey, who's that person who said they wanted to watch Twitch VODs during their workday?
Yes.
Who was that person? Morditus's reach. That thing is wicked rare, huh? It wasn't you, but it is you. I'm gonna put the Spotify episode up. It's worth reminding people that the episode of the podcast, episode 15, the Slormancer edition of the Epic Epoch podcast. I'm just gonna go ahead and publish that right now. Because I'm lazy. Or because I'm not lazy? Because I'm a go-getter? I'm not used to calling myself that.
Hello.
Alright. Think about how busted the upheaval skill tree is. Like, giga flat damage. It's got penetration built into it, like 20% penetration per point. It's got more multiplier, and like some extra clear speed. Can't be crit, base crit, armor shred, crit multi. Like, I guess it only has 2 mortar multipliers that I'm gonna use for this character, but... Like, think about how good the skill tree is. And like, upheaval's just okay. It's fine. I mean, it's melee. Wild. Look at how good a skill tree needs to be. For it to be like, fine. There's like no way we use Morditis' reach for any reason, is there? Is this thing have on it? Cooldown for speed? Nonsense. What's it do? Cold melee penetration. Frostbite. Nope. Morditis' reach is rare though. Like, that's the funny part. Like, if I didn't know better, I'd be like excited. If I didn't know better, I would be playing Frostbite. What if instead of having capped crit, we did damage over time instead? Yo, let's go. Yeah, we've been playing for about just shy of 2 hours, which means we're about 5.5 hours into this character at this point. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, Grins, glad to have you here. What's the next thing we're looking for? Like experience, so we can use the bladed staff instead. Gloves? We want gloves. We really want gloves, huh? Cast speed is not quite as good as you would think for my melee build. You feel me? Like, it's a little bit better than you would think. Because it does make my Warcry and Frenzy Totem a little bit better. But, it doesn't really do much.
Yes.
Click this, 85. Yeah. That's some chunky looking damage. I don't mind that at all. Nice little DPS check punching her in the face right there. Yeah, that looks a-okay. Remember, Warcry pops projectiles, and a wave of water is a projectile.
Lagon.
Cool, man.
Unpredictable.
Pop.
I was trying to protect everyone.
Let's go here. Endurance and stuff. Sure. Let's go. Okie dokie. Alright, so we punch him. We walk back to the middle. We avoid his attack. We walk back to the middle. We avoid his attack. We walk back to the middle. We avoid the laser. Walk back to the middle.
You're starting to bore me. Survive my
Did my Spriggan get locked out of the arena? Rude.
waves will shatter you. Can you survive my scores?
So what do we want? Like lightning res? Lightning res, shock.
Shatter you.
Lightning res, shock, stun. After lightning res, it's like really slim pickings.
Best you can do.
I got angry, so I yelled at water and it stopped moving. What? I kind of wonder if I even want those, Oh god, do I want percent damage in my weapon? I wonder. Huh. Let me finish that thought in a moment here. Ooh. Like, I really don't need much crit on this character, right?
Your blood will be but a
I wonder if I want the
drop in my
crit chance nodes in Warcry. The ones that cost like 4, I think it's 4 points. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 points to get up to the 100% increased critical strike chance in the top left. I guess you get cold damage out of it too, don't you? Hmm.
blood will be but a drop in my ocean. My waves will shatter you.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
You are starting to bore me.
Oh my god, that was some damage right there. Buddy, you okay?
You are starting to bore me. Survive my storms.
This guy's like doing his best to give me a panic attack.
Blood will be but a drop in my ocean. Your blood will be but a drop in my ocean.
Am I dead? I don't think so.
Can you survive my scores?
Thank God, dude. Stun chance isn't great, but it technically helps our build. What do we have here? Ocean's kind of cool. We need this. Right. Get me out of here, dude. Get me out. Get me out of here! Bastion of Honor is good. I just dropped one. Yes. Bastion of Honor is oppressively strong. It is really, really strong. What's this thing do? Does it have a kill threshold somewhere? Like it doesn't, right? Go here. Reign of Dragons. Do we tank it? Big question here. Do we tank Reign of Dragons? I don't really want to try. I suspect that we can, but I don't really want to try. Like with Aspect of the Boar, right? My necrotic res is super low. I should be careful about that. No, I just mean by like standing there and being tanky. You want to just slowly move out of the way. It's kind of boring. I guess we could do that too. I guess we could just slowly move out of the way too. Our damage is looking good. I like this. Yeah, but like we have like Ursine, right? We've asked with the Boar, a melee hits. Which is sometimes up, question mark. Limit testing? No. Purpose of this character is not to limit test. Is that percent increase melee damage? Get out of here. Wow, that deals a lot of damage. Quiver? No. There's like a lot of things here that don't really matter, huh? Let's put this in here. We don't need this crit avoidance at all. We could wear the ring to stop girlfriend from getting crit, I guess. Plus void, percent fire, fizz, necrotic, stun chance. That's gonna matter a long time from now. It doesn't matter right now. Wait. Nightsies, and that's 66. So we need like a level and a half for that ring. So we can get necrotic res in level and a half. We can take off our crit ring, but then we're gonna need more Ellie res. What's the base type called that we're looking for? A Spirit Catcher is level 70. There's also a relic with Aspect of the Shark effect on it called the Blood Catcher. Kind of looks like anything with Catcher in it's pretty good. Not the low level one, obviously. So 69 is the next level up there. What about this? There are diamond matrons here, right? Man, it kind of sounds like old Sunder as well. It's got those like little bleed pops from the hemophilia gloves. Damage looking good. Chunky damage against chunky monsters is always a good sign. I like that a lot. Dang, dude. Oh, for sure. Cold Necrotic. Put on some Solarum boots as well. So match made in heaven. Not quite at our Solarum boots yet, though. Got like another point here. Keep putting points into the melee attack speed because I want that crit chance. The crit chance also has like 4% of your damage leached as on hit when you crit, which is a big chunk of damage, and we're gonna get it. I do this. It's 20. So then I can drop the helmet. String Vitality Void. We don't need Void. Can I put one of these things on? I was looking at helmet modifiers and there's like Aspect of the Lynx. And that's like it. I don't think there's that many modifiers I'm really interested in. I could do the shared armor, which is actually kind of a lot of armor. I don't think I'm interested in that. Like if I end up with like vitality, strength on my helmet, I think we're good to go. Another key for later, like having that. Bum, 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 bum. Get me out of here. Blizz, are you playing Last Epoch right now? Or are you off doing other things? I'm keeping an eye on the people who are still playing Ellie right now. You know, like me. Because why? Because I'm bad at leveling, man. I want to get better. I'm playing Slormancer too. God bless. I was playing Slormancer earlier today. But like, the only thing I was doing was like grinding up currency. Which is fun for me. How much fun that is to watch though. Forge is fun. Cause like it gets real dicey real quickly. I do want to put more time into that build, and I want to do it on stream too. So. In my action RPG, there's one thing that I hate about my video games. It's playing them. I wish I could just buy the game and then also pay to skip playing the game. Won't some developer hear my plea? Come on, man. I believe you are in luck. I've got just the game for you. Don't worry, I've got an email from them right now. It's sitting in my mailbox. The most ambitious title of the year 2000. At least it seems like that. It's an awful long time ago. Here. Should I give her this? I'm gonna give her this. Gonna let ooh, exalted hats. Physical damage, res. Yeah, let's go. What kind of exalted helmet can we get, chat? Anything good? So, what do you think about using upheaval for that earthen armor stuff? I didn't even know what it's called. I think I just made up a name for it. Maybe? I guess I'm gonna have a staff with +1 on it. I could see it. If I have a credit card, you got a game for me? Listen, man. I gotta buy a dishwasher. Those things aren't cheap. I'm gonna feel a lot. I'm just like chain stunning this guy. Wow, that feels great. You can stun these things? Huh. CC Tech, what's going on? Welcome back. A rune of creation. Cool. I suppose. Let's go over here next. Click. So we have physical damage on this thing. And then that modifier will fall off. We're immediately going to put it back on because I want the exalted helmet node. Getting a relevant exalted node while you're leveling in normal monoliths is so convenient. Goodbye, friends. I can't wait for them to add the last 3 ancestral stones and finish the outside rim of that skill tree in Slowmancer. Like, that's the thing that I really want. Go like this. I kind of need poison. Can I go like... We have armor shred? Okay, let's go here. Not a crit. Can I like spin... Come on. Damage. Alright, well I turned 1 armor shred thing into 3 of them. Whatever. Oh really? That's pretty good. I like that. Should I even be thinking about the upheaval totem explodey stuff on the top right of the skill tree? Should I even be considering that? Talk about Slowmancer? Absolutely. We're always talking about Slowmancer. Hunter, I don't know if you were here for Friday, but that was the topic of the podcast as well. Yeah, it's up on, it should be up on Spotify right now. It'll be up on YouTube tomorrow. Alright, Exalted Helmets. Let's go, dude. Come on. Flintler likes that build, so no. Lamau. Okay, so what do we have here? We have health, exalted endurance, +3 to werebear and endurance. The werebear thing is actually kind of cool. +2 entangling roots, cold res. Okay, so like this thing, but like not cold res. Anything but cold res. What do we? Okay, so like spin this. Sag. Spin this. Alright. Then we don't need. Okay, so I'm just gonna go vitality, I think. You want strength? Vitality's gotta be the right answer. Cool. Let's do that like this. And keep going. Cool, man. I like it. Nice helmet. Still waiting for minion class or skills other than totems and minion reaper. Oh, Hunter. There is a dominating blow build. If that's the kind of thing you're into. Loogies, welcome back. What's going on? I forget what's the next level we're looking for. I think it's 67. 74 for that thing. We're kind of far away. Speaking of minion builds, you can also have copies of yourself and have them be the focus of your damage. That's a mage thing, right? Bloop. Technically totems. Whoops. Oh, CC Tech, you just did your big move, didn't you? I think we're just going attack speed, nothing else. Beacon? The beacon. Well, technically, those are totems. Listen, when I summon a copy of myself, it's a minion. Bonk. Wait, how far did you move? I'm moving like a couple blocks away. But that'll be next week, not this week. Like a couple days from now. Oh, whoops. I guess I got what I was looking for. Did I kill it? Wow, it's a pretty good stun right there. I like it a lot. I actually do stun pretty well. I'm impressed. What skills are you using clones? Of yourself, the totem thing we're mentioning? It's a mage spec. Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Bonk, bonk. Can I kill these things before the diamond matron gets here? Oh, she's going to a dead end. So we'll get the laser over there. Let me jump on her. Look at that. 5 stun chance? I guess I have tier 2 stun chance? And I just got the stun chance blessing too. Cool, dude. Melee skills. Something like twice as likely to stun as range builds are. Oh, dude. Come on, don't do it! Don't do it! Yeah, bitch. Alright. We're gonna leave. Listen, I killed her. She just also came back to life. Doesn't count. Slayer's Titan Femur? No. I'm gonna sell these things at some point. Just not quite yet. Few days of playing from a beanbag? Playing from a beanbag? What's that mean? Is this just lingo that I don't know yet? Boom, 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 boom. So we need like a tiny bit of crit avoid somewhere, right? That might make sense. Gotcha, gotcha. Movement speed, crit avoid, armor. That could be fine. Doesn't have hybrid life on it. Okay, at least we're over 1,000 life at some point. At least we've hit 1,000 life on our character. I've been thinking about the length of the first video is about I think it was 3.5 hours. I'm gonna go check that on YouTube real quick. But I might just do like 3.5 hours of the second one as well. Ah. Need more damage. Uh-oh. How many modifiers did I put on that? So let's go attack speed. Poison res up there.
Yes.
I think it's time for us to... Ooh, finally. We can get these gloves too. I've been looking for those. We should probably keep this just in case. Let's get these minion res rings. Or minion damage rings out of here. And I can vendor all of those rings.
Take care.
Technically, I might want to meme around with this later on.
Yes.
So I can drop this. My alley res goes low, but I can use this instead. So I don't really need the fizz. The necrotic's great. Poison's unnecessary. So like... Don't need that. Endurance is fine. Endurance threshold's kind of a waste. So I'd like to have elemental resistance, right? Fizz, cold. So like,
Yes.
there's a lot of gold rings that I could use, right? There's a lot of gold rings that I could use. What if I just do this? I could spin the block effect to something else. To void res. Man, I really don't need void res, huh? Weird. I guess I can take these gloves
Yes.
off. And go like this. We actually want some crit avoid, don't we? Unfortunately. We actually want... So this has nothing on it. So I can use a different pair of Hailborian boots instead. Like these. And then I can go like a tiny bit of crit avoid. Like 1 tier crit avoid. Neat. Oh, and then we also have this. We have nothing on our helmet, which is good. And for here, we have vitality, so we need speed. God bless. Okay, so not garbage. It's fine, it's fine. So we don't need the void. We can go strength there. This is 0. Multi? Kind of a low roll, but it's fine. Okay, so we need to swap to the fire res boots, right? It's kind of like our next to-do list item. Fire res is the thing that we are not getting for free. So we've been doing this for 2.5 hours. And then it was 3.5 hours last time. So we're 6 hours into this character, huh? Got it, got it. Okay, that's the attack speed that we've been looking for. Should have had it a long time ago. Whoops. We actually have no mana regen right now. Be nice to have some. If we had like 14 mana regen, I think this build would feel pretty good. It's like slightly more than the absolute bare minimum. If only, dude, if only. I don't think we need this thing. Here. What if we could have slightly more than the bare minimum? Hear me out. What if? Oof. Yeah, I know what's going on. Eviscerating bladed stat. Give me that. Tier 4 crit multi. Sweet. Is that the Velatria helmet? Super useless. How's upheaval going? It's going well. We put 1 point into the shockwaves. And it's a 12% chance to make one of those little shockwave things. But it's not when I use a skill. It's when I hit an enemy. So like if I swing into a big pack of enemies, there's going to be like at least one shockwave going off. And that feels pretty good. I like it. I'm not really sold on Fury Leap being my last skill. Like, it's fine. It gives attack speed and stuff, but I think what I'd rather do is have an idol that says, like, chance to summon a Thorn Totem on melee hit. And then, spec my Thorn Totems for a bunch of Armor Shred. If you can't leech, why can't you leech? Wait a minute. If you're playing like an ailment build, if you're playing a bleed build, you should be using a Valdir's Chalice. And then for all ailment builds, you probably want to be using a Bleeding Heart. That's about it. Healthline crit. Healthline crit's really a marksman thing. If you're playing something like Serpent Strike, Serpent Strike's pretty exceptional in this. You can go healing effect, which I think is really cool. So you can get flat healing off of Maelstrom stacks, and then also off of actually just no, it's off Warcry and Maelstrom stacks. And then scaling healing effect from there, it tends to be pretty good. I like it a lot. Dev Linux, what's going on? Thoughts on crows for armor shred? Crows always die. So I want to do a solo companion, because solo companion's tankier than having a bunch of small companions. So I'm only going to use one companion. And also, I feel like even dedicated crow builds have trouble with crow survivability. They're just really squishy. So I'm not a big fan of those. I don't know. The only crow builds, the only builds that use crows that have like tanky crows are if you snapshot them, and like that's kind of disappointing. Scaled healing effect? No, it doesn't. Take a look at the healing nodes in Maelstrom. stuff that says heal scales with healing effect. Heal is a very specific word. Health regen can be unreliable. It's a weird thing to say. Leech can be unreliable. Because if you're not currently leeching, if you're not currently hitting stuff, then you have nothing. But health regen is like the opposite. Health regen is very reliable. It takes investment, but like, Chad, if you've never played like a health regen build, you should totally try it. They feel pretty good. Serpent Strike? Man, I hope Serpent Strike's still a build. Are they gonna kill Serpent Strike with the ailment update? There's no way, right? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't dare. You like the on-demand big bursty stuff? I mean, potions, first of all. And second of all, Leech is the best way to recover. And Leech is not big bursty. When you say big bursty, that kind of reminds me of like Valdir's Chalice. And yeah, Valdir's Chalice is awesome. I love Valdir's Chalice. Level 67.5. Stupid mana. We could spec Swipe. I'd much rather not. Oh well. Is there really no belt I can use? Listen. Just like... Ugh. Ugh. So bad. Man. Give me a belt. Yeah, Gaunin, what build you playing? What are you trying to play? If it's like an ailment build, the answer is probably Bleeding Heart. All people stun locker? Well, that's melee damage. That seems pretty easy, right? Melee damage is the easiest type of damage to leech. Especially on upheaval. You have like 14 different sources of leech. Yeah, Spectator, I'm curious. Because of Boulder Fists? Counterpoint. What's wrong with you? What? What? Boulder Fists! You're giving up the best recovery in the game on the best class that has like infinite leech? And you're like, nah, I want to use Boulder Fists, dude. Sorry, what I meant to say is, what an interesting strategy. I can't wait to see your build in action. Cool. How nifty. Is Bowmage tier 4 Jeweler viable? Yes. It's a skill thing. You just gotta not get hit. But yes, if you're... Did I just find the Velatria's staff and the Velatria helmet within like 5 minutes of each other? Interesting. Yeah, it's viable. You just gotta, you know, not get hit. How's your damage? Is your damage Omega? Is it very big? You know what? It's gonna be top right, isn't it? Listen, I've done enough labs in my life. It's always top right. Suit, we're gonna make you proud. Oh, I fucking knew it! Suit, this one goes out to you. It's always top right. Look at that damage, though. Bonk, bonk, bonk. How important is Armor Shred on non-physical builds? Doing Auto Bomber at the moment, trying to choose between Armor Shred and % damage after echoing. How good is it? Armor Shred, you probably want on your like amulet, right? Armor Shred rolls on amulet and gloves. Hopefully you can get it in one of those two places. Because then you could get your damage after echoing, right? How? Wait. My phone alarm is going off? What's my phone? Oh, my phone alarm is for making bread. Chad, I was gonna make bread today. It's okay, we'll make it later. You gotta deal with listening to my phone alarm, I apologize. Let me turn it off in a moment. Bread emergency. I was like, why is my phone alarm going off? Yeah, so you armor and then also armor shred mitigates all damage, not just physical damage. Armor is 70% as effective against non-fizz as it is against fizz. So if you open up the character sheet and hover over armor, it'll tell you that information. So if you're playing Devouring Orb hits a whole lot and it can apply ailments super well. I would 100% prioritize getting a big roll for % chance to shred armor on hit somewhere in my gear. Maybe as an amulet suffix, maybe as a glove suffix. But I would for sure put it somewhere in the build. Cat, this is an emergency. It's an emergency. Get out of here. Okay, it wasn't an emergency. I just didn't want you sitting on me. Let's go. 5/5. Ice heal. Heal's kind of annoying. Heal's not annoying, but it could be annoying. Yeah. And 100% chance to shred armor on hit. You can get that as a tier 5 suffix on your amulet. So presumably you're using a rare amulet. And I would love to have armor shred there. Remember, armor shred is on amulet and gloves, and then frailty is on amulet, glove, relic. So whenever you're slotting uniques or set items in your build, just think about the kind of suffixes that you might want to squeeze in somewhere else instead. Because like you always want chill, you always want frailty, you always want armor shred. I guess you armor shred if you're hit build. And to answer the one person in chat who's thinking this to themselves right now, correct. Armor shred does nothing if you're playing a bleed build. Armor shred does not belong in your bleed build. It doesn't do anything. Are weapons rare when dropped in Insular Mantle? Yes. Do I think armor shred is a good way of scaling damage? I mean, armor shred is a more multiplier because enemies have pretty much 0 armor all the time. And if you can bring an enemy from 0 armor to like, you know, negative 8,000 or something, that's pretty good. So, capped, there's no capped armor shred, but there's like heavy diminishing returns at some point. But, on a Fizz build, armor shred's gonna give you like 85% more damage if you can cap it out. But like, even if you can't cap it out, like 20 or 30% more damage is still a big game. Especially on any kind of build that hits multiple times, right? So my build right now does not apply ailments very well. I click once and then I hit once. That kind of sucks. But think about like a rogue who's got shurikens spinning around them, and every time they dash, they proc Shadow Cascade, and then they're also using their main skill, right? So like rogues, for example, are super good at applying a bunch of random ailments. Let's grab this thing. I lost all the hype. Oh my god, dude, what's wrong with me? Let's go here. Man, what's wrong with me? Dur, 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 dur. I mean, yeah, it's got that armor shred on it, but like, you still want it on your gear, right? Because you're only using Shadow Cascade like once every 3 seconds or so. Hello? Cat, are you hungry? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you reminding me that it's past 5 o'clock and you haven't had dinner yet? I love this cat. Probably gonna feed her in half an hour. Our damage is still looking thick and bonky. I like that. I'm looking at this Ruby Captain Arjani, and like every time I chunk him, it's like 20% of his health. It's a good chunk. Oh no, my first loaf of sourdough did not turn out well. Chat, did you know... God, I'm kind of embarrassed to even say this out loud. Did you know that wax paper doesn't go in the oven? Turns out parchment paper is not the same thing as wax paper. Who knew? Inflammable means flammable? What the country? Do you ever just reroll a character instead of re-leveling? To me, reroll means make a new character. But do I ever respec a character? I hate doing that. I respec characters if I want to test interactions, but I don't respec characters in order to play them for a long period of time. Because I don't like to. And I like leveling, and I don't know. Tier 5 with mana regeneration on it. So, like, this is pretty good, right? I could use this with, like, health here. Sick. And then, like, cooldown? Strength. I think strength. It sounds so dumb to say that, but I think just strength. Shit. Listen, this helmet has life, and life on it. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. Sick. Alright. Crit chance. Need a few more points there. Enemies heal if stuff happens. That's so annoying. Marianne, welcome. I appreciate that sub there. Welcome to the farm. Helping me afford my dishwasher. 1 Twitch sub at a time. Let's go over here real quick. I just want to fill in one more. And 4% armor. Oh my god. Is there a point at which you reset a monolith after killing X bosses? When you say reset, do you mean like, what's this? When you say reset, do you mean kill a Shade of Erebus in order to increase corruption? Hey, Marianne, thanks for the kind words. I appreciate that. So Twitch chat, you are not in luck right now. You're not in luck because Twitter is more sane than you are. Go ahead and type in exclamation point poll. P-O-L-L. I put Twitter polls up all the time. I was thinking something beautiful might happen. Yeah? And then Twitter reminded me that might not be a good choice. Maybe. Twitter polls are bugged? What, do they show all the wrong answers? Yes, killer shit. I push corruption all the time. Paper Rose. I push corruption whenever I am in empowered monoliths. When I'm not in empowered monoliths, my #1 goal is to get to empowered as fast as possible. This has baby Critivoid. Okay, so we need baby Critivoid, and then we need this, right? And then like vitality. I mean, so far so good. Let's grab this thing, bonk it. This thing, bonk it. This thing, bonk it. This says movement speed, bonk that too. Got 1 hybrid health. So like, if I do this, do I have Critivoid anywhere in my gear? I have this thing, right? So I could use 11 more Critivoid. So if I were at 28, I'd be pretty happy about that. But like movement speed? Do like movement speed. Hell, even armor's pretty good. Man, what an okay pair of boots. Like, listen, it has no hybrid life, but like, it's kind of good. Ah, wow, it only took 1 for it to... It's 26. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually... Boom. Wow. Hold on. Do we need 20? What? 28? We need 2 more. 28. Wow. I can't believe that we crafted an item in last epoch. What the heck? That works? Cool, man. What's the minimum plus corruption? Like 10.
Yes, Eterra's grace be with you.
Okay. Not having to use this thing is great. Because I want to use a bunch of horizontal idols instead. And then 1 2x2, of course. I want as much boar effect as possible. Maybe a 4x1 long boy for Thorn Totem I might do. And then a Throne of Ambition. That's what I want my idols to be. And I've got so many of these bladed staves. Staves? I should go check them out sometime. They're all level 74 though, huh? Cool, man. Yeah, looks good. Do 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 do. Okay, so it says enemies heal if they haven't been damaged recently. Have you ever seen this stupid quest monkey heal the full health? It is so embarrassing. So stupid.
What brings you here?
Alright. But it didn't happen, so don't worry about it. It's fine. Grab these things. Go over here. Number 2. Bow, 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 bow. Alright, that does no damage. God bless. And remember, for the purposes of crit avoid, if your Spriggan pet dies and she's just like on the ground waiting to be rezzed, she's still giving you buffs. Like, she doesn't have to be upright. She just needs to be, you know, not unsummoned. So technically. What are my thoughts on Asper the Lynx? I'm going to use it. That's one of the reasons that we have a companion here. It's really good. What do you think about it? I don't really need the crit chance though, but the crit multi-nodes after it are really strong. So I'm gonna micro girlfriend. Bring her with me. You despise having to use your companions? Well, your companions despise you too, buddy. Despise your companions. It's not much of a companion mentality, is it? Maybe they don't like it either. I guess it's frustrating that you can't use it in like werebear form or something. Or I guess... Wait, Lynx is in the top half of... So I guess it's frustrating that it doesn't work in Spriggan form? Maybe? Is it? Few levels away. I'm using our new weapon. Daniel, what's going on? Welcome back. Bonk, 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 bonk. go. Run back. Again? Come on, dude. There we go. Thank goodness this giant screen shows up right in front of me. And not 2 or 3 seconds later instead. It's so convenient. Alright, I guess we'll take Leech. We'd like to have plus to all resistance instead, but it is what it is. Would I recommend Hammerden? Oh boy, would I. Yes. If you're a new player, an experienced player, blah blah blah. Yeah, Hammerden's great. You made a post. It's like, why does it show up? It's like, and like, you can't see your resistances? Ah! It's like, oh, do you want void res? Well, let me check. Oh, I can't see it because the box is... What a pain. Alright, we'll keep going a little bit longer, I think. Let's get started on the level 90s here. We'll go Chance to Shred. We're at 320? No, I'm at 308 for the recording, okay. So each of these takes like just shy of an hour. And we've been going for 3 hours plus 3.5 is 6.5. It's like 7, 8, 9.5. We'll be at like 9 hours to get to empowered monoliths at our current rate. So that first video is on YouTube. Like, listen, this is not, you know, the YouTube video that's gonna be super popular. But someone's gonna say, hey, have you ever uploaded the entire level? Yes. I did it once. Go look at it. It's fine. I got you. Part 1 was yesterday. Part 2 is today. Part 3 is probably going to be tomorrow. Maybe? I guess I could stop the recording and then just like hit record and keep going. Or we could play a different build. We could push this build to empowered tomorrow and play a different build right now. I don't know. Man. Here's the thing. I don't really have a build that I'm working on outside of this right now. I actually have the speedrun timer. It's fine. It's pretty much just like the recording length, right? So like on YouTube, it's gonna make a lot of sense. You'll just like look at the timer on the YouTube thing. But But yeah, I understand that right now there's not as much timer information as you want. Is this game hard? Chat, what do you think? Is this game hard? I think this game's really easy to get into. I think the barrier to entry is quite comfy for new players. But like, is this hard? Some boss that you would die multiple times to, etc. Chat, have you ever died to a boss multiple times in the last epoch? It's okay. Julra can't hurt you here. Don't be afraid to tell the truth. This is a safe zone. She's not here, I promise. Snake Lady? First time lag and beam? They don't have any hidden tribal knowledge gimmicks, so it makes it easy to learn. I remember when Temporal Sanctum was brand new, I was really impressed. I was like, wow, they did a really good job of introducing you to the timey, shifty mechanic, and then also incorporating it during the boss fight. So like, there's a lot of complaints that you can have about the dungeons, but all the dungeons do a good job of introducing the mechanic of the boss fight during the dungeon itself, and then having that mechanic be incorporated during the boss fight. It's pretty good. Pretty good incorporation. I don't like how it played out in the Soulfire Bastion. I think that's kind of dumb. But like they did do a good job of introducing it and then having it as a core feature of the boss fight. But is Last Epoch hard? If you're interested in Last Epoch difficulty, to kind of circle back to that question there's two things to say. One, I think one of the problems in Last Epoch is access to difficult content. There are bosses that will be tricky for you. All the tier 4 bosses are aspirational content. I'm sure that we could find plenty of people in chat who haven't quite conquered them, right? There's difficult content in Corruption, pushing your Corruption up to like 500, 600, 700. It takes some time to get there, but that difficulty is available if you want it. The weekend tournaments really highlight the arena stuff. There's an in-game ladder. Pushing in the arena is something that's quite fun to do. The low level in the arena is kind of boring. Yeah, thanks to follow that. The low levels in the arena are kind of boring. But like once you get to wave 170, 180, 190, and then from that point forward, arena's on, like, it's really fun. Honest to goodness, it's really fun. Hey, thanks for that Prime there, Spectator. I appreciate that. Welcome to the farm. Helping me afford my dishwasher. 1 sub at a time. God bless you. Listen, man. This dishwasher thing is really important to me. I really want a dishwasher. Don't make me live in the new house with no dishwasher. Aaron, welcome as well. Thanks for the follow. I just really want a dishwasher, man. Don't take this away from me. Ooh. Looks like we're about to get our level 19 skills too. Yeah, so I said one of the things with Last Epoch is that it has a problem with access to difficult content. Because it's there, it just takes time to get there. But yeah, the arena stuff is fun. It is skill testing. It is build testing as well. Knowledge testing, practice testing. And then because you specifically mentioned bosses, yeah, there's bosses that are spooky. Any more bread? Listen, I didn't break the stove just because I put, what do you call it, wax paper into it. I've learned my lesson. I de-smoked the house. Everything's fine. Apparently wax paper doesn't go in the oven. I meant to grab parchment paper. Didn't really know there was a difference. Never really thought about it. I'm relatively new to the kitchen, chat. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I just follow instructions. Let's go down here. So I think the difficulty should scale faster. I think that's the wrong solution. I think there are other things about Arena that I would want to change first before just making them get harder faster. I think making arenas have less downtime, making them more interesting, making them like the downtime. There's a lot of downtime. We talked about this in the Sloremancer episode of the podcast from Friday. But like the new end game in Sloremancer, it's pretty much just arena, but it's way more fun because the modifiers are interesting. You're like crafting your own loot as you go, and the loot's really good instead of, you know, non-existent. And also, there's like no downtime. There's virtually no downtime if you're doing the forge stuff in Sloremancer. So like, you probably know Lizard. Lizard, whoa! Everything's fine. Everything's fine, everything's fine. You probably know Lizard IRL. He would tell you that he's happy that there's no loot in Arena. Because it means like the only reason you'd ever do Arena is for the love of the game. That's the purest form of competition, something, something, something. But like, what if there weren't so much fucking downtime? Like, what if? What if it were actually fun? You know? What if? And like Arena of Champions as well also has a ton of downtime, and the rewards are pretty bad. It's like, what if there just weren't so much downtime in Arena? So like, should it become more difficult faster? Should it scale in difficulty? Should it scale like corruption? Should it do all these things? Maybe. But first of all, before anything else changes with Arena, could we reduce the downtime just a smidge? Make the loading screen faster, make there be no loading screen, make it 10 waves instead of 5 waves for a nice breath of fresh air. Maybe you do 10 waves and then there's a pause and then another 10 waves and then there's a loading screen. And like, that wouldn't be, you know, difficulty spawning faster, and that would just be trying to reduce the downtime. Maybe boss levels variety. I mean, there is a boss level if you start from wave number 1. At like wave 90 or so, there's a boss that spawns. So why don't they do that more often? Why don't they have an arena champion spawn every 50 waves or every 100 waves? I don't know. Maybe they will in the future. Maybe. What if you could pick? Sure. I don't know. What if? What if every wave had something like a Diamond Matron in it? Or like, what if every 5 waves would guaranteed, like, you know, some kind of mini boss? Chat, I literally like Diamond Matrons. I know that sounds weird to say. Like, yeah, maybe they shouldn't be offensive and defensive and utility and resurrect things and heal things. Maybe they shouldn't do everything and also off-screen you and have damage over time and crits. And like, well, maybe they shouldn't do everything. Generally speaking, I like Diamond Matrons. I like that when they appear, you know it. It's an oh shit moment. You kind of panic a little bit. It changes where your character wants to be and where you're like managing things on the screen. Like, yeah, they should be nerfed, but I also think they should like show up more often. Or maybe monsters like that should show up more often. Let's go this way. Yeah, you're dialed in when a Diamond Matron. And like, you don't always have to be dialed in. That's fine, right? Like, this is an action RPG, chat. ARPGs are like one step away from being a hack and slash. And I like it. Like, if you want to be dialed in all the time, where every time somebody watches one of your rip clips, they're like, well, actually, you could have played better because of this, and this other thing over here. Like, if you really want that, go play PoE. PoE used to be a game where you can kind of turn your brain off and blast. Where, like, you were supposed to have Netflix on the second monitor. But, like, they've intentionally shifted away from that. Two steps away from idle game. I don't think it's quite that bad. I don't know. I like the combat feel of Last Epoch. I don't need my action RPGs to be super engaging in terms of like moment to moment combat. I need something. I need like little hits of dopamine, right? I got my nice skill that feels nice and bonky. I get to like leap slam around, and the leap is like kind of satisfying. I don't know, man. Like, for me, an action RPG is like, it's a slow burn of like having problems in your build and then like solving them one at a time. And then like, oh, my build's in a pretty good spot. But what if I introduced all these new problems to the build by being more picky? It's like, my build's in a good spot, you know, but it's non-crit. So what if we slowly began transitioning into a crit build instead? It's like, not like your build had a problem, you're just like improving it. It's like, okay, well now I need like all new gear. But like, am I just gonna farm up all the gear right now, or am I gonna like slowly transition into it? Do I want to use Spriggan instead of Wolves because Spriggan gives me some base crit? Is there a different weapon type that I want? Like all these things. I think it's fun. Turn your rest down to 2 if you want to zone out and watch something. Turn it up by 2 if you want to like focus on it. Yeah, so like access to difficult content. It's a good one. Slowromancer does that really well. Man, I really like that game. It's a good game. Vision, what's going on? How you been, dude? How's life treating you? Are you doing that Grim Dawn thing? I don't know how much you've been streaming or whatnot. I don't think I've seen you on too much recently. You watch some Slowromancer Huntress game? Listen, chat, if you haven't played Slowromancer, if you want to change a pace, he's like, I don't want to play Last Epoch because multiplayer hasn't launched yet. Go play Slowromancer. Chat, it's a good game. It's fun as hell. You'll like it. You're gonna stream some Last Epoch this week? Yes! Look at that. Finally. I got somebody where I can drink my coffee and watch some streams. Thank goodness, dude. It always looks like there's a ton of people streaming Last Epoch in my morning hours. It's like, wow, there's like 20 people online. This is awesome. And like 18 of them are like non-English. And it's like, cool. I mean, you know, good on you. I'm glad people are playing the game and stuff, but like, I also want to understand the words they're saying. Do we wait for the loot? God, I feel like I'm committed now. Not worth it. Multiplayer is coming out this... I mean... Sure hope nothing unexpected happens this week, chat. Unexpected. Whoop. The dev stream was painful to watch? Oh yeah! Wait, today's Saturday. The dev stream was yesterday. Did I miss anything? I feel like Pac-Man. Chomp, chomp, punch, 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 punch. You like Shadow Strike? As long as you're okay, like, with the mana situation, right? Shadow Strike's really good, but you kind of got to use Mana Strike along with it. Because you guzzle your mana really fast. Fortunately, you also get back your mana pretty fast, so it's not too big a deal. But if you like the ebb and the flow of like Mana Strike, Shadow Strike, the payoff is huge. spoilers around combat feel. Really? Anything that's worth talking about here, or should I just go watch a VOD or something? Spoilers. Pause, champ. Level 69. Okay, so our skills are about to level up. You know what? I think that's gonna be the stopping point for us. We're going to pause in like 5 minutes. Take a little pause, Reno, in 5 minutes. And I think that'll be the end of this video as well. I don't think there's ever been a leak from EHG. Just like things that they say on the dev stream, right? Yeah. Like I think the only real leak is that I know the names of the next 3 chapters of the storyline. But like generally speaking, there's no leaks. Alright, so those are level 19 skills. And then just before level 76, we get our level 20 skills. So we were on track here. Meister Grind, you're welcome. What's going on? There we go. Feels good, man. Alright, so we are 3.5 hours into this play session. And we did 3.5 hours last time as well. So that puts us at 7 hours currently. We are about this far into Age of Winter. We have to finish this, number 2, and then number 3, and then we'll be in Empowered. So this is our progress so far. We always go up the right side because it's the only one that matters. We have some garbage gear. I don't like that we have Fury Leap here, but I don't really have anything else instead. I don't think I want upheaval. Maybe, I don't know. It's so boring. I don't really want Fury Leap late game. But this one node right here feels great, so I'm glad we have that. We have +2. So I think this penetration down here is looking pretty good. It's 30, I guess it's doubled, right? So it's 60. It's so much penetration. Crit multi, maybe. I just want this more damage multiplier in case I'm standing right on top of something. I think this is quite good. War Cry. We've, like, if I attack any faster, my mana is going to be kind of bad, which is funny. I would like this mana efficiency. We might end up with, like, 26 levels on War Cry or something. I think getting a bunch of levels on this would be pretty good. Which I've never thought before. So, you know, cool. Pull instead of knockback? Listen, Dread loves this node, and I've never taken it before, so we might try that. Let's get Frenzy effect here, and then we want Girlfriend to be as tanky as possible. So these nodes, we're not really stacking attunement. I guess dodge rating per attunement's kind of cute. Could do this. You know, we got 2 points left. We either put it into like more health. We just go down here. I'm gonna go down here. Let's see how that goes. So that's the character right now. And then we'll do more of this character probably tomorrow.